G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another unboxing video for you, and this time we've got a game, or it's a tower of a game here, called Black Rose Wars Rebirth, and it's basically like the, I guess, second version, sort of like a sequel to Black Rose Wars, and it's a standalone new sort of edition of it, I guess, but also you can, I think, mix in some of the old stuff from Black Rose Wars as well. I think is my understanding of it. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a look. This video, I think we're going to focus on just the core set itself. And then over the next, we'll do another couple of videos as well. We'll have a look at this box here called, I think it's the Rotus box, and then, which is sort of like a Kickstarter exclusive type stuff, I think. And then if we have a look down here beside our big tower of card sleeves as well, we'll have another video, I think, featuring some of the different smaller expansions, I guess, for Black Rose Wars Rebirth. So we'll have a look at all that in the next coming videos. So yeah, strap yourselves in. There's a little mini expansion up here as well. So we'll have a look at that as well. But that's what we're going to be looking at. So let's get into it. Okay, so Black Rose Wars it's a bit of a strange one. So here's it's a very lovely box here. I don't know if you can pick up the sort of rose design there, and all the, I don't know what you call this, is it filigree, or I don't know what you'd call this patterning here, but it's pretty fancy. And we've got a box, we've got the side of the box here with this little sort of cut out shape here. You can see the title there. So the company, I think, is Ludus Magnus Studios, I think. I think they might, apologies if I'm getting this wrong, I think they might be Italian based, is that right? Let me know in the comments if I'm getting that wrong. But the game is for 1 to 4 players, 14 up, 90 minutes, I don't know. My experience is it goes a little bit longer than that. But it's a really, like I was saying, it's really strange. It's a big fun sort of mage battling game. So if we have a look here, let's see if we can get this in shot here. So you have these big sort of maps full of all these sort of rooms in this sort of, it's called the lodge, I think it is, which all these mages are battling over. Basically, essentially to work out who's the best mage sort of thing. And it's got all sorts of deck building and sort of programmed actions or programmed card play. You've got cards that have sort of double duty, so they sort of, you can play them for 1 of 2 different spells and that sort of thing. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. It's a real interesting one for me because I sort of took a punt on it with the original. I think I ordered it off someone on Facebook was selling it, and I just sort of took a gamble, and turned out it was a lot of fun. A bit of a mess with the rules, I've got to say. Like, I didn't really enjoy reading the rules. Very, very difficult to sort of try and work out what was happening and all that sort of thing. But once I got into it, sort of thing, and another thing too, I don't really tend to enjoy head-to-head sort of battling games, that sort of thing. But this one is just so chaotic and fun, and so much different stuff is happening, and the fortunes of war sort of keep sort of going back and forth sort of thing. It's just a lot of chaotic fun. So I really quite enjoy it. So that's why I decided to go all in on the Rebirth version as well. So let's have a look at this one and see what we think. So let's dive into the actual big box here. I'll get that on camera there. There we go. Pull off the wrapping. Okay, so there you go. You can see nice and glossy, nice and shiny. So a pretty nice box all in all. Not sure how sturdy these boxes are that have these sort of like cut out bits. I'm not sure how much like durability you sort of sacrifice for that, but it looks pretty cool. So I'm not sure if I've got this upside down or not. Alright, so we're going to lift that off there, and let's have a look. I might just raise the old stand here. I think this box is quite large, so we might need to raise the camera a bit. There we go. Alright, that might be a bit of a better angle there. Okay, apologies for the shaky camera. Alright, so what have we got in the top here? We have the rulebook. I did mention the rulebook before, didn't I? From the original. but nice and glossy and that sort of thing. So I can't really speak to the quality of the laying out of the rules and that sort of thing, but you've got the sort of explanation of the setup there. You can see what a big sprawling game it sort of looks like on the table. You have these sort of player dash things where you have your cards, sorry, your player sort of sheets there, and then you have your spaces for your programmed card play to come down. So that's a lot of fun too, and you always have this spot up the top here which is sort of like a extra slot, so if your program doesn't sort of turn out too good, you sort of always have this backup spell here that you can play as well. Lots of miniatures in the game as well, so there you go. But that's what the rulebook looks like. Okay, you've got some different layouts it looks like at the back here. There's probably a solo mode in here as well, the avatar game turn. I wonder if that's part of the solo mode. End of the game. Okay. But yeah, as you saw I think on the box, that it plays 1 to 4, so there is like a solo mode, although I found that the solo mode sort of didn't really, you were sort of more fighting against the different sort of minions in that game, and I sort of there are some, I think there was at least one person on Board Game Geek that put together some rules so you could battle against other mages as well, and that's sort of what I prefer as well. So here we have a little board here. This is for keeping track, I think, of the score, if I'm not mistaken. And then this might be for holding like the different cubes that are used to track things for the actual, so the game itself plays against the players as well, so I think you use that for that. Here we have, I think, some spots for maybe for some of the decks as well. And this looks like here, this slots into the board, so this is like the corners of one of the rooms, so this looks like the Black Rose sort of room itself might have its own sort of space, something like that. I probably should try and avoid making too many assumptions about what these different features are for if I don't really know. It's been a while since I've sort of looked back at the campaign, but it looks like there's some spots for cards here as well. Alright, so we have another board here, so well, hold on a second. If this is if this is for keeping track of the score, then I don't know what this is, so let's just try and avoid me making assumptions for the rest of this video. We'll see how we go, fingers crossed. We've got some spaces here for different cards as well. There we go. I don't remember in the original game whether this board had recessed bits for like keeping track of things here. I'm not sure if that's a new feature with this new one. We've got a little, what do we call that, little silica thing. Now here we go, we have some more punch. It looks like there's going to be a bunch of punchboard in here. We have another one of these that sits, I think, these sort of border the sort of the realm of tiles here. Again, we've got some space for cards. I think this is where you sort of track your sort of events that sort of get sort of tracked across the turns and that sort of thing as well. Alright, so that's that one there. And we have these are little sort of labels or titles, I guess, for the different rooms, and they give you sort of the special effect that room sort of triggers, and I believe you can flip them over when they're inactive and active. And I believe in this game the whole sort of premise is that instead of battling out in this lodge that's getting destroyed as you're casting all these big spells, in this one you're sort of battling in the ruins of the lodge, and all your spells are sort of like creating this sort of, I don't know, magical aura that is rebuilding the lodge, hence the Rebirth name sort of thing. So here we have some of the other rooms. So I'll just sort of hold these up so you guys can see the different rooms, and I guess you can pause this if you want to have a look at what they do. I'll go back to that other punch board as well just so you can see those. There we go, looks like it might be a first player mark or something. I think there's something like if you control the central room you get like a bonus point or something like that, or I think you get some bonus ability if you have the crown or something if you're in the throne room. Little counters here for keeping track of the different players and the maybe like the victory points and stuff you're getting as you defeat the mages, because it's all about trying to defeat the mages over and over again. So you want to get those trophies for that. And I did say I was going to hold this up, didn't I? So just so you can see some of these other rooms. There we go, and you might be familiar with some of these. These seem like similar rooms that were in the original game. Okay, and now we have some minis, so we might have to just see if we can go a bit higher again, just so we can get a better angle here. And we might shift the box around a little bit so we can see these. I'll lift that off there, so we've got the nice Rebirth title there, logo. And now these actually, just feeling this, these sort of snap into place, so it feels like they're not just sitting in here loose, they actually have a little bit of a snug fit. Not too snug, but they do sort of like, almost like lock in place there. So these are, looks like some sort of cultist or something with his knife there. Hopefully you can make that out. He's kind of like, looks like he's kind of crouching or something. You can sort of see the shape of the body under the robes there. So there's a bunch of those. How many of those are there? These must be I think the minions are called evocations, and basically all the different mages can summon these different versions of these as spells to go and attack the other wizards. So essentially you have this game where you're either blasting each other with your own fireballs and spells, or you might sort of decide to sort of summon a bunch of different types of monsters to go and attack as well. So it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. What else have we got in here? Some sort of little, is this a totem? I don't know if that's an actual totem or if that's like an actual little creature that's kind of sitting there. I think it might be a totem. But knowing this game, it might be a totem and a creature at the same time. Okay, so there's a couple of those. They're all the same. Let's have a look at these guys. Some little goblin-y, gremlin-y looking things. They're kind of cool. Yeah. I probably didn't show off the bases on those last ones too well, did I? But hopefully you're getting some good detail there. So there's a bunch of those guys. Oh, look at these big imposing things. These look cool. Right. Whoa, that's cool. Big clanking suit of armor, some sort of knight golem or something like that. It's got the rose on the shield there. Hopefully you're getting some good shots of that, and the plastic feels nice and solid, but like a little bit sort of flexible there. I don't know if you're sort of picking that up. So, but yeah, like feels good quality. Feels good. Feels like it would be good for painting. Let's see. I didn't paint the other game. I think I'm sort of got my hands full with Marvel United, so not sure if I'll get to this one. But the models look great anyway on the board, even not painted. But I can imagine painters would probably have a field day with these. So you can see detailed. They don't look too heavy with mold lines either. I don't know if painters with a more keen eye for that might be sort of noticing some, but I'm not really seeing too much of a problem here. Some sort of demon succubus thing. There's a few of those. So I think we've seen all of the minions there. Now these ones with this slightly lighter, well, slightly lighter, very different colour here. I believe these are the different mages. So you can see, what's this one holding? A cube? Some sort of tesseract or something. Okay. And just looking at this now, the bases do look sort of similar. That sort of cobblestone sort of look. So this lady, she's sort of a little bit leaning over. She actually might need, looks a little bit unnaturally bent there. Might just be from sitting in her spot in the tray there. But I imagine, again, it sort of feels like with a little bit of maybe what are they? I think it's like hot water or whatever you use. That's probably going to fix that right up. So she looks like some sort of almost like a steampunky sort of techno mage or something. Okay, and let's have a look here. Some sort of crone. Big skull, the antlers, bag full of bits and pieces. Don't know if you're making that out. Probably not doing a great job with the lighting and the camera work here, guys, but that's what we get. And oh, this card looks pretty cool. Some sort of nobleman. Oh, he's got like a Phantom of the Opera mask, I think. A cane. Yeah, he's cool. Like a William Shakespeare style mage. What's he got there? A couple of balls. Maybe he's a juggler. Some sort of performer. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Quite like him. Alright, let's chuck him down. Let's see what's on the next layer. So they are 4. I don't know if this has more than 4, because I think it says it's 1 to 4 players. So maybe you only get 4 mages in the base game, which is what we're looking at now. But yeah, don't know if you get more than that. I guess we'll find out when we get to the next layer. So they are all the sort of the standard minions, I guess, that come in the game. And oh, yeah, look at this. Oh, interesting. This is interesting. All right, so we've got another one of these layers here, and then this is all empty. Look at this. All right, so it looks like there's all these little removable trays, and if we just take those out, you can see there's just a well in there. So there's nothing else really goes in there under them. They just kind of sit straight on that. But they all just sort of sit in there. So I wonder if this gives you enough space for like individual player components and things like that. That's interesting. So this looks like you might, although I don't know, is that right? I don't know what you would do. Yeah, I guess different player components, different tokens. You have some that would sit in here. I was thinking, oh, maybe does a model sit in here so you can have your character set up, ready to go. But then why would they have this tray? So that's obviously sounds like I should have read an update. I'm sure there's an update explaining all this, but yeah, it looks like a little wells for sort of getting tokens out and things like that. So probably enough for the different player colors. I think with one of the expansions, you can have up to 6 player colors. So maybe that's what this is all about. I'm sure we'll discover it as we go through. Now I tend with this game, because I like to, there's a lot of boxes, I like to sort of try and condense it down as much as I can. So I tend not to use this stuff as much, but I might try and see if I can show off what it looks like with at least some of the bits and pieces sitting in here as well, if I can work out how to do that. No promises, we'll see. Okay. Oh, this looks like some models maybe supposed to go in here too. That's interesting. Maybe they're for like exclusives. Yeah, okay, pop that down there. And what have we got here? So another one of these layers here. Okay, and they've got these nice little finger holes there, so you can sort of reach in and grab those, not have to sort of damage the side of the box. So we've got more of these. Well, not more of these. We've got the, you did get some of these, I think, in the old Black Rose Wars campaign as well, but looks like we get a new set with Rebirth. So this is where you track your health here along here. You put your character sheets in here, so you've got your different mage, and then these just tell you which color essentially you are, because you have like rings for your bases and stuff, I think. So this is like the red player. Again, you've got your, this is where you play your cards down. This is where you play your sort of bonus card that you can sort of play at any time. Otherwise you have to reveal these one after the other. If you're going to play your spells, you do have to do them in this order. Down here, I think this is space to keep the different minions that you're summoning, so you can only have 3 types of minions at a time. These must be like your quests and bits and pieces here along here. Yeah, so that's my memories of the game, but yeah, a lot of fun. And this particular aspect, and then choosing which side of the spell you're going to use and reveal, and you can have trap spells and all that sort of stuff. It's all just, you never know what's going to happen from turn to turn. It's pretty fun. We've got the blue one, blue player. We have purple, now from, or pink or purple. Memory, I think in the last version of the game, pink or purple was like one of the fifth and sixth player colors, but it looks like they've added it to the base one here. And I think same with like the white. This kind of looks like their version of the white player color there. So interesting, they've sort of subbed them in to be in the base game now. So those are the 4 player colors that come with the standard game. Oh wow, look at all this in here. Okay, so there's a ton to go. All right, so well here we go. We've got all the little cubes you use to track your health and track the amount of damage. So you basically put these down on the enemy's cards to show how much damage you've actually produced each, you know, every time they get taken out, sort of thing. We've got the red, we've got the blue, we have the purple, pinky purple. Oh, I should put a poll up. Is this pink or purple? Okay, and white there. So interestingly, I guess that makes sense, right? White's going to have to be not see-through there. What's that called? Opaque. And the other ones are translucent or something, transparent. All right. Now, speaking of those bases we were talking about, let's have a look at these. So, what they've got with the new game, I don't exactly remember what they had for the old one, but with the new game, they've got these bases that are pretty rigid, very rigid actually. There's no give in that. Got the little. Let's see if we can see the logo. Whoa, there we go. So there we go. But they have this little thing at the front here, so I guess that you can tell the facing of the model as well with the little that's the like symbol for player there. So they've got those in white. Oh, there's a black as well. I guess maybe that's for the Black Rose, like the AI can control mages, I guess, maybe, and mages and minions, because you get enough of these. Looks like there's enough of these for your mage plus all of the minions that you might have, like 3 at a time. So yeah, I think the black is for the actual Black Rose. It can summon its own things, I think. And then you've got the same with these large bases. These are probably for the larger monsters. Alright, let's have a look here. Just give you a look at this. Oh, and here we go. Here's an example. Speaking of monsters, so let's have a look at this guy. Some sort of screaming goat demon guy. There he is. Like, Mom, get the door. Okay, so he's there we go. He's living in the basement somewhere. All right, and then we snap on the base there if it's nice and snug. Yeah, it's a nice fit, nice and easy. Let's see how easy that is to get off. It's like, oh no, this is never coming off. Interestingly, this doesn't have the little symbol of the player symbol there either. And I was joking, but now I don't seem to be able to get this off very easily. Oh no, it's coming off. But one thing that is for sure, if you are going to be a painter, you're not going to want to be snapping these on and off all the time, because that is going to, like, if you've got paint around there, that's going to rip off every time. Plus you have to hold it quite hard to pull it off. So yeah, just something to bear in mind for painters, I guess. So maybe you might have to rethink using these. Okay, let's chuck that in there. I'll chuck that down here. Pop these out of the way. I think we looked at all that, didn't we? Yep. Okay, so what do we look at next? Oh, we just got more of these. So there's the little, these are the black ones. You can see that very well through there. That's probably not showing up very well. Okay. And just some other coloured ones, I guess, for tracking different other aspects of the game. There we go. Might save cards for a little bit later. So we've got 3. So we just had a look at that goat demon guy. There are just 3 of him there. So we've got here, so we were talking about the mage cards before. So, oh, I think I spy a player aid. That's cool. Can't remember if there were player aids in the original, but there certainly are now. So we've got a player aid there. Let me just hold that up a little bit closer, so hopefully you can get that will focus. So the Black Rose phase, the study phase. Let's go down here. The preparation phase, action phase, evocation phase, and the cleanup phase. And we flip that over. What have we got here? Action, so it describes how the actions generally work. Hopefully I'm holding that so that you can see it. And then we've got some symbols, iconography. Okay. There you go. So that looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And there should be, since there's 4 mages, yet that checks out. There's 4 mages here, so that's the Crone, Grandma Lasagna. Alright, so now let's, okay, so there's no different, I remember there was like a version where, let's have a look here, they had different stats, like you could have the base level where they all had the same stats, and then this looks like they're all slightly different. So I wonder if there's no such thing as like base characters anymore. Alright, so you've got the different health levels, and as you can see, if they've got different health, that's going to point to a different box that sits along those indented spaces. So different stats there. Okay, we've got Ariana Grande here. Okay, probably not the last time that joke's going to be made. Okay, around different tables around the world when someone breaks her out of the box. Okay. Oh, Baron Doria. There he is. Okay. Very cool. And we have Rickard. Oh, man. Okay, so what is that little box he's holding? I don't know. Okay, this guy looks a bit unhinged here, doesn't he? Okay. It's like that. If that dude showed up to the lodge, I'd be deeply uncomfortable. Alright, so let's head over to... Well, let's have a look at these big cards here, actually. Oh, these are interesting. What are these? These are... So these were sitting just... I don't know if you can see that. These were just sitting a little well here, just so you know what's going on there. Okay. So I believe these are the different houses or spell types or whatever they're called. So the game sort of has these different sort of... I want to say colleges of magic because I'm sort of thinking of my old Warhammer days, but basically the different types of magic. And it looks like, because what they used to have was like a thing here where you would sit this down and then like you'd put the deck of cards down or something like that sitting on top, and that's where you'd pick them from. But this looks like it gives some extra information now that the others didn't. So it's got like a bit of a flavor text here. Or no, it's not flavor text, sorry, it's sort of like maybe some just extra sort of finer detail points, explanations here. A mage can have any number of jinx cards. So this hex thing obviously uses jinxes, so this sort of explains that a little bit. And then you have maybe a breakdown of the different types of symbols that are going to appear, because these sort of different spells maybe trigger off different symbols that you have on your cards and that sort of thing. So it gives you a breakdown of what's going to be in here, and then I believe when you're starting, you sort of like choose, okay, if you're going to be someone using hex magic as your base sort of starting mage, do you start with this sort of setup or do you start with this setup, and it tells you how many cards or which cards to choose for your opening sort of deck sort of thing. So I think that's what that's about there. So you have the Malediction or the Doomsayer. So let's have a look at these. So we've got, we just had a look at the hex one, so let's have a look at Agony. So hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, and we'll have a quick little look on the back here. So we've got some more breakdown there, and it talks about pain, keyword there. Fair enough, if it's Agony. Alright, what do we got here? Shamanic. I believe the Shamanic, there might be 6 of these cards in here, because I believe this is probably including the 5 and 6 player, because I know there's a Shamanic character in the expansion. There we go, Spirit Speaker. Hopefully that's enough time for you guys to have a look at that. I guess you can pause it, can't you? Okay. And what do we got? Technomancy. There we go. Hopefully that's close enough for you to read it. And some extra rules there. Okay, Alchemy. I think Alchemy is the other one that comes in the 5th and 6th player expansion. There we are. And Nightmare. Oh, that's cool. That might be the, sort of maybe that guy that's got the crazy grin. He might be in the night, or maybe it's the old crone. Maybe Scarecrow, Incubus. Interesting. And we'll hold this one up. Well, there's a lot of text there. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it just seemed like some little improvements, like little sort of things that just make things a little bit easier for you have been included in this version. So this, now there's also like a general sort of super powered deck of cards called the Forgotten cards that you can only get if you go to a certain room sort of thing. And this sort of just explains some of the rules about that, but they're always super fun to get. Super powerful. Alright, so now we're going to pick up the tiles. So there's a well in there for the tiles, and as before, these ones have little indented spaces for keeping track of how much damage you're putting into the rooms, although in this case I think you're repairing the room. So if you have a look this top side, see, let's flip it around this way, we have the black, oh, this is the Black Rose room, so this is like where you get those big powerful spells. So you can see it's all destroyed here, and this shows you sort of on your way to sort of repairing it, I guess, and I'm guessing if we flip it over it will look repaired. Yeah, there you go. So that's what it looks like in its all its glory. And on that side you can't do any damage to it because it's already been repaired. So this whole version of the game is about repairing the lodge rather than destroying it, sort of thing. So there you go. So that's pretty cool. So that's that one. Let's go through them. I won't linger too long because you guys can just pause on it. We've got the Oracle room, and there you go, looks pretty cool. We've got the Abyss, and nice, very different on the other side, aren't they? Because I guess it's all overgrown and the wilderness has got to it. On this side, yeah. I must say I'm liking the look of these tiles, they look pretty cool. I wonder, those of you who've played the previous game, because these look like the same like rooms from the original base game, are these effects the same effects that they used to have? I have no idea, I can't remember. So that's interesting. Oh, that's a cool picture there. Pretty sure these pictures are different too, so I think from the old one. That's a cool looking picture, I like that one. So I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Cool. Yeah, I wonder if these are different or not. I would imagine they would be different. Just, you know, because you don't want to just release the same game again. Very cool. I've sort of lost track where I started, so I hope I don't just keep cycling through these. I think we started with the Black Rose room, didn't we? Alright. Just flipping and flipping and flipping. Many hours later. Treasure room. That's cool. Oh wow, look at that. Lots of treasure. Summoner room. Ooh. Some of these rooms get a real good glow up, don't they? Alright, the arena. Ooh. Lots of spells going off there. The armory. And here's the throne room. So I think this is where you get that that crown icon, and that sort of gives you some priority sort of thing. I think you score like a point or something each turn, or I don't know, I can't really remember. Again, what I said I wasn't going to just make up rules, didn't I? I should stick to that. That's a cool looking throne room though, I like that. What's that, the pleasures room? Okay, this could be, alright, not safe for work video all of a sudden. No, not too, that's pretty tame. It's just a bath, alright. Okay, not too bad. Not too Slaneshi. Alright, cemetery. Okay. Ooh, the crypt. Yep. Sacrificial altar. Ooh. Let's get some detail there. Yep. Something's gone down there, hasn't it? Okay. Oh, and these are like the starting room. So this is like your home base for the different player colors. So we've got the pinky purple one here. Okay. Don't remember these being able to be destroyed, but maybe they can. I don't know if that necessarily actually shows a destroyed side. Maybe it's just a side without the label on it. Okay. Okay, these are all the same, aren't they? And are we back to the Black Rose? Yep. Alright, so we're back. Okay. Now, let's pop that out of the way. Whew, strap yourself in, we're onto the cards now. So here we go. These are the... Wait, oh, hold on, let's have a look. So these are like the quest and like the event cards here. These are both small size. I want to say these are mini Euro size, not mini American size, which makes sense since I think it's Ludus Magnus Studios are doing it. So I think they're a European-based company. So I think that's what these are. And as you saw with that big tower, well, let's see if I can find them. Here we go. You could order through the Kickstarter campaign. You could order sleeves for these, but I wonder if it says anything there. Hold on a second. Whoa, is it going to focus? Boy. Mini sleeves, standard mini sleeves, it just says. 300 of them. So there's 300 in this pack, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Wow. Okay, but I think that is enough to cover my cards from the previous set as well, which I don't think I got I think I've ordered like a set for the previous game as well, because I didn't have the sleeves for that. Alright, so let's see if I can get into this. Oh, here we go, there we go. Whew. Thought, uh-oh, we're gonna have to cut away. So these go through different phases. So as the game sort of progresses, the game is going to it starts in the crescent phase, and things are going to go to the full moon, sorry, half moon phase, and then the full moon phase. So I believe, let's have a look at these. Only piece. After a mage resolves an instant action or a trap spell effect, that mage suffers a damage from the Black Rose. And then this sort of tells you how this event travels across the sort of like the board sort of thing, so whether it hangs around for a long time or not sort of thing. So these are the events, so a new one of these kind of triggers at the beginning of each round, I think, sort of thing. So yeah, and as you can see, they sort of, I think they probably ramp up. Each mage who has no completed quest gains a point. Oh, that's pretty cool. Little catch up sort of thing there. So yeah, it looks like it's sort of weird how they've got them sort of in a random, not random, but sort of in different waves there. Okay, is that different to that? No, that's the same. Okay, and you can see also this little thing with the crown. I think that symbolizes, okay, pass the crown to the next player or something like that, I'm not sure. Oh, I did it again, I'm making up rules, aren't I? Which I should keep like a little tally, how many rules I'm making up. Okay, so that's those cards. Now, these might be the new symbol for the quest cards. Let's find out. Whoa. Manipulating the past, avatar. Each mage discards one solved quest. No, this seems like it's still part of the... This might be... I think maybe that other board that I first looked at might be like the avatar board, and maybe that's... And these are special quest cards that come out for the solo mode. So maybe that's what this is all about. Yeah, that's my guess. Alright. Possessed. I have no idea what these cards are. I don't remember these from the original game, so this might be a new feature. Maybe this avatar thing. I don't know if the avatar thing is actually a AI mode or if it's like some different game mode or something like that, but I should probably show these off, so let's have a look. I won't go through all of them, I guess. Or should I? I'll just do it quickly enough, you guys can pause, I guess. Now I feel bad for not going through the quests or the events. I guess there might be people out there that are really interested in seeing the makeup of these decks. There we go. Yeah, we're almost there. Last one there. Summons a Colossus. That's cool. I wonder if that's that big knight thing. Okay, so there are the little mini cards from the questy side of things. Let's have a look at the other mini cards, which should be, I believe, most of these will be the minions, the evocations. But we actually haven't seen the quests, I don't think, yet, so maybe they'll be in here too. Okay. Oh, uh-oh, here we go. We got him. We got him. Alright, so... yeah, are these evocations? Oh, they might be like little familiars or something. Whoa, stay. Okay, so these, I believe, are all the different types of evocations in the base game. So let's have a look here. You got the succubus. Okay, we'll go through, try and get to the different types. What was this guy called? Oh, cadaver. Okay. That's actually an undead thing. I thought it was a little goblin or something. I guess it's an undead goblin. Or imp or something. Oh, there's a lot of them. Makes sense, right? What's this thing called? Albedo. Construct. Okay. And this thing is... Oh, hold on. Albedo. Negredo. Wait, they're different models? I'll have to have a look at that in a second. Alright. Totem. Are there different types of totems? No. Totems. I don't know if I showed those off quick enough now. Let's go back to these guys. Let me just make sure I'm showing the... Where's the different one? Here it is, so you can see the rules. There we go. Oh, weird. Okay. What have we got here? These are these little cultist guys. Umbra. Or Nightmare. Okay. There's a few of them. Here are the big screaming goat demon things. Kind of looks a bit more like an orc there with the face now. This is a colossus. Right. Okay. And this succubus thing. It is a succubus. There we go. I got a name right. There we go. Woohoo! Okay. Kind of surprised there wasn't already a demon called a succubus in the original. I can't imagine they would just use the same name. There we go. Alright. I think that's everything. So that's all the... I think that's... Let's just have a look here. What have we got here? Oh, Mystic Totem. It's like a special totem. It does say Forgotten, so maybe that other one... Maybe the Black Rose can like summon special versions of these things. Yeah. Okay. What do we got here? So these cards, well, I think I can see the quests now. They're coming up. Let's have a look at these, see if you can... Don't know what these are. Regenerating. Corrosive plasma. All these sorts of like upgrades for the monsters, I guess. Wow, maybe there's maybe one of those schools of magic was all about sort of upgrading the minions. I think some of these we're just seeing the same ones over again, aren't we? Okay. Right. Now, what's this thing? This looks like it also might be tied to one of the, like a nightmare deck or something. Slowness. So these look like hexes or something. Oh, maybe these are these, what do we call them? Jinx cards or something, maybe. Well, we've seen some of these. I think, yeah, these are kind of, I think, repeated. Yep, looks like it. Okay, so that's those, and we also have the quests as well. Now, these used to be a bit of a funny part of the game, because again, this is one of those things that's like a great part, but also there was some bit of imbalance in the quest. I think some of them were like impossible to complete, and some gave big points very easily. I think same with the event cards, right? The quest was similar. So it's not a game for someone who really is caring about like a really balanced, fair game sort of thing. It's just go for the ride and you'll have a good time, I think. But here we go. I'll just show these pretty quickly. There we go. Whoop, try and get that to focus. There we go. Oops, I think I missed one. Okay. Not really reading these myself, so not really taking any of this in, but hopefully it's giving you an idea of how the events have been written out for this version. Do these look like an improvement on the previous events? Do they look any more balanced? Do they look just as fun? More fun? Lots of stars here. A sun, golden sun. Pyromancer. Interesting. Like the names of these. I don't remember if the other ones had names attached to the quests or not. Boy, oh boy. Okay. Almost at the end, and now we can dive into the actual meat of the game, which is the Mage cards, I believe. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 stacks here. Alright, and let's dive into them. We've got the different schools of magic. They're called schools of magic, maybe? Alright. Let's check this out. Oh gosh, I got into the plastic, but then now I can't really do anything with it. Alright, here we go. Okay. We have... Now, I don't... Yeah, see, they don't have any way to tell on the back. I don't remember them putting this symbol up here last time, so this is good, because it was sort of hard to... They didn't really have like a indication of what the deck of magic was really easy. They sort of had the name of the spell, but the deck was just, you had to sort of like tell from the colour, but some of the colours were kind of similar and stuff, so that's kind of cool. And they also have this little symbol here just to show you like which way is actually up on the card. But you know, you can play it either way sort of thing. But here you can see, so you can play this card for this spell effect, or you can play it for this spell effect depending on which way you've put it down on your board sort of thing. So that's cool. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I don't think I'm going to turn these upside down for each one, so I guess you guys are going to have to, I don't know, flip the screen or something. So there you go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Boy, am I really going to go through all of these? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Ooh. There we go. So I think, let's have a look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So maybe there's 12 cards, 12 individual cards per deck, so they'll know how many we have to sort of look through, because the rest of these, I think, yeah, these are going to be like the same cards over again, sort of thing, in the same order. Alright, I believe so. Might be like 3 sets of the same card. It might be like 36 or something per thingy. Oh, this is interesting. This is different though, isn't it? Alright, so what do we got here? The assembly line. Oh, hold on. Are these? Oh no, these are some of the forgotten ones, I think. Alright, so let's have a look at these. So we've got assembly line. Got to remember that card, assembly line. Okay, and you'll notice it's the same name of the spell, it just have 2 different effects. So that's assembly line. Oh no, sorry. Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Alright, I see what's happening here. Alright, so we have, so these are, so that's one of the schools of magic. Now we're actually into, these are the base, these are the mage's starting cards. So this lady here, she starts with this one here. And then this guy, he starts with the cube. And then you've got the crone, oh no, sorry, the duke or whatever his name is. And you've got the crone. And then you've got the same ones over again. So that's their base starting spells. And now we've got a section or selection of super spells. So here you can see like just big damage, like inflicts 6 damage or place 5, that's sort of like the room building power, I guess. So yeah, there's some big effects there. Okay, so hopefully you can read these. Something called Killer Fog, that's cool. Word of Death. Wow, defeat 1 player from the target. Wow, nobody gains. You just instantly defeat them. Oh, wow, you are defeated. But you get to choose some sort of powerful effect. That's cool. Yeah, and you can summon those like special versions, so that's what that is. So that I think I saw that albedo guy down here too, so that's what that is. So you use the same models, but you put the black base on them. So that's what that is. And then what's this guy? Possessed. So we saw that possessed deck, didn't we? That's got a different back too, so that might be this avatar thing or something they're talking about. Okay, so that's one set of the cards. Let's do they fit in like this? Oh gosh, I'm sort of scared to mix these all up now. Alright, now we have another set of magic. So it looks like 2 different schools here. So let's hold this here. Oh, let's do it this way. I think that's this way is up. Okay, so hopefully you can read that. Hopefully my thumb isn't in the way there. I feel like at this point you guys are just sort of pausing the video every couple of seconds, so I don't really feel like I should be saying much here. Hopefully you can make this out. Here we go, I think it's one more card. Okay, so that's cool. And put that in there. Now, is this the right way up? Yep, this is the right way up. So, oh, these guys look a bit scary. Okay. So visceral fire is what I'm looking for. So I can stop going through these ones. I wonder if pain is like something that like inflicts damage on yourself to sort of deal damage to others or something. I've already forgotten the name of that spell I'm supposed to be looking for. Visceral fire, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, another one where you are defeated. Yeah, it certainly seems like this school's all going to be about like suffering some damage yourself, but you know, potentially being able to dish out more than you're taking. So in the long run, it's going to help you out. And there's that visceral fire again. So cool. All right, there you go. It's another couple of schools there. We've got 2 more decks, and that's pretty much the base game. Finito. So hopefully you like what you're seeing. I'm sort of excited to dive back into this game again. I think this way up. I think that arrow sort of shows which way up. Yep, there we go. Oh, we've got, I thought that deck looked a bit small, so that's remnants of that house there, or that school. So, this is the shamanic, okay, the shamanic school, I think. There we go. These pretzels are making me thirsty. These shamans are making me thirsty. Alright. How many different ways can you say shaman? I don't know if did I hold that one close enough? There's a lot of text on there. Maybe I need to hold it a bit closer. There you go. Oh, again. Trying to get like all the symbols on the screen as well as the text. These guys seem like they're sort of got some totem sort of stuff, some healing. And we got to the end there, yep. So that was that one. Okay, we'll pop them in. And this is interesting. So this is the same deck, it's just that this is like a one-sided spell, so it's only got the one colour sort of thing. It's got the same one there. So again, looks light on, so it looks like the rest of these are going to be in the other pack, but let's go through them. See if I can hold them properly. Get my big fat thumb out of the way. It's not actually that fat, actually. It's pretty skinny. I wonder how many people are at home watching this upside down, like turning my head upside down to read these cards here. Maybe I should turn them like this so you don't have to turn your head so far for either way. Whoa, look at that, there's a lot of text there. Get that a bit closer, I think. Okay, let's count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, so that should be everything we've seen for that. Should be enough. Yeah, here's this blue spell deck again. Is this... Oh, this would be the Nightmare deck, wouldn't it? Because it's got that sort of spidery looking thing. Okay, so... I can skip through these, I believe. Put them in there. So as you can see, that just about, and I imagine with this, that's probably going to be a bit tight actually. You've got enough space for like 2 sets of these cards, but I imagine with sleeving, you usually sort of, maybe not quite double the size of them, but enough that I think with sleeving this is all going to fit here. We'll have to see with whether it's still going to fit, you know, because often this sort of thing you get the corners of the sleeves bent if they're too snug in there, so we'll have to see. We'll turn this around, and yeah, this should just be one deck. So, right, let's have a look. Oops, sorry, I'm sort of covering that, aren't I? Okay. Mm-hmm. An eye for an eye. It's a cool name for a spell. Curse. Bit more generic. Baleful curse. Alright. They've heard our complaints and added an adjective. Alright. Oh, there you go. It's got a little bit more flavour to it. Oh, cerebral worm. Too much flavour. Too much flavour. Abort. Okay. Suffocation. What do we start with? Feverish dreams. Bad luck. Nope, don't like it. Don't want it. Cursed Oracle. Okay, and there's the feverish dreams. So let's just hold that a bit longer so you can see. There we go. Alright. Maybe this one's all about curses and stuff. Is this the hex one? Alright. Well, let's pop that in there. Well, there you go, guys. That, I believe we've seen everything now from the base game. So I'll just pop this stuff away, and then yeah, we'll wrap things up and then head to the next video. Yeah, so that's the Black Rose Wars Rebirth, the base game. Just the sort of the I guess the standard set. I don't know how available this will be at retail. This is, you know, I got this all through a big Kickstarter. But yeah, this is the base here. And just before I sign off, I did forget. I was going to show off. I know we showed off the little cards. These are the packs of the card sleeves here that come with the Kickstarter as well. Don't know if they might sell these at Ludus Magnus, I think it is, Studios. So just to show you what these look like. Really should have kept one of the cards out, shouldn't I? Just to show you what they look like in the sleeves. But you can see they've got a nice little design on the back, and then they've got this sort of foily sort of thing there, but it's like this sort of shiny effect on the back here, but this part is pretty transparent there. So, but yeah, it looks really nice sort of thing, so that's kind of cool. I think my plan is I might try and post another video at some point showing all the stuff fitting in these sets, how you know, whether it all fits and how it all fits in there, and then you'll get to see some of the cards in the sleeves there. So yeah, that's them. Got a whole stack of those guys. But again, I think I've got enough for, I don't think this covers the whole of this Kickstarter. I think this might cover both the original and this one as well. So there you go. And I just wanted to also show, these are some dividers that also come, and you can, just wanted to show you these so you can sort of get a sense. I don't know if you can hear that, but they've got this sort of like kind of rough surface here. Nice, it feels really nice and good quality. And these are for all the different schools, so you can sort of put these in those wells there and have all the spells sort of divided up, so you can see clearly which of your spell houses are in the different spots there. So a nice easy way to find them. So I think this is the one for the new Rebirth set, and they also, I guess, were selling, I'm guessing this is for the old Black Rose Wars. So if you've got that, and you just, because I don't think they had dividers for that, so if you want to go back and put these in your old boxes, you've got it for all the old original. Are these the, no, hold on, these look like the new one. So maybe this is the new one, maybe this is Rebirth. Maybe the other ones, let's have a look at those names again. Conspiracy, yeah, okay, Conspiracy, Destruction, yeah, these are the old ones, yep. So there you go. So that's pretty cool. So just wanted to show those off because I don't think I'll feature those in the expansion videos. And speaking of which, yeah, keep an eye out. I'll put another video up for the Rotus box, which is kind of like, I guess, all the exclusive stuff, and then the other individual expansion boxes as well. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, and Maple Monkey out. See ya.